Well, today is the second day of Pride Month. And if a young queer person in your life is looking for an artistic outlet, the Rainbow Harmony Project might hold the answer. Winnipeg's 2S LGBTQ+ choral ensemble is looking to add to the ranks of its youth choir, whose members range from 12 to 18 years old. Caleb Rondeau is the conductor of the Rainbow Harmony Project's youth choir, and he joins us in the Classic 107 studios. Nice to see you.
Hello, good morning.
So maybe first of all, you can speak to how the ensemble got started in the first place.
Yeah, so we are currently in our third year of the ensemble being together. And it was created by Brittany Milnichuk 3 years ago. In the second year, I was appointed as the assistant conductor. And then for this third season, I am now the full conductor of the choir. And it really just stemmed out of a belief that queer youth need a space for community, and creating another one of those spaces for them, an artistic one.
Yeah, maybe you can speak a little bit to what the atmosphere or the culture is like within the choir on any given rehearsal night or performance.
Yeah, totally. So during rehearsals, we get together, we do a lot of singing. We're learning about vocal technique, but we're also having a good time doing it because we have a snack break in the middle. We leave time for the youth to talk to each other, build community. I think it's so important for queer youth to find other queer youth to connect with.
So of course, the most important thing about choir, the sort of unsung, if you will, part of choir, in addition to the singing, is building those relationships between its members. I'm wondering, as a queer person yourself, what would this kind of choir have meant to you when you were looking for that sort of artistic outlet when you were maybe 12 or 13, 14 years old?
Yeah, totally. So it was really like grade 8 that I was really coming to terms with my sexuality. So like having that space as early as middle school, we offer the choir to like grade 7, grade 6, 12 years old. I think that like if this space existed when I was like grade 6, grade 7, maybe I would have come out earlier than even grade 8, you know?
Wow. Yeah. What kinds, so that's the community side of it. Yeah. What sorts of repertoire can this community expect to hear from the Rainbow Harmony Project's youth choir?
Yeah, so we do a large variety of repertoire. I do throw in some fun musical theater, some fun pop songs, because obviously that's the kind of stuff that these youth are latching on to. But I also do push them out of the comfort zone. We do like some pretty contemporary choral repertoire as well. But we do a wide variety throughout the year.
Okay. And all of that, of course, leading to various performing projects that take place throughout the year in association perhaps with other Rainbow Harmony Project events. What sorts of performances and projects do you all have coming up in the next number of months?
Yeah, so we have our final concert in June. It is going to be Sunday, June 8th. That is our concert that is the Rainbow Harmony Project. The big choir and the youth choir will be together. I'll be at the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. And then that is going to close out our season for this year. But we had a great set of performances this year. The youth choir had their first solo concert, which was a coffee house night that was hosted at O Donuts. And yeah, we also do kind of odd like performing at schools with other GSAs and that kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay. And I understand also there's a big performance opportunity taking place just under a year from now with the Rainbow Harmony Project's youth choir being invited to sing all the way on the West Coast. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, so this would be the first time that the youth choir is getting to travel. So yeah, we are super excited about the opportunity to travel to Victoria, I'm pretty sure. I'm not totally on the planning for that yet, but
sure.
Yeah, super excited about it. I think that traveling as a choir is also such a good way to build community. I find that for any choir that I'm in, and so yeah.
I think any choir singer who's listening to that will like, oh yeah, that's me sitting on the bus there with 50 of my new best friends, just hanging out, having a great time. And also, it occurs to me that seeing the choir perform on June the 8th might be a great chance for any aspiring members to come and see sort of what the vibe is.
Yes, totally. Last year, we got the chance to perform at the Rainbow Resource Center Amplifying Joy Gala. And at that, when we had the chance to perform there, that is actually one of the main ways that we recruited a whole bunch of new members for this year.
Oh,
so
wow.
definitely seeing us perform, great way to check out the vibe, see if it's something for you.
Absolutely. And you touched on this a little bit before about this concert taking place here on June the 8th. But since I've got you here, maybe you can talk a little bit more about what audiences can expect, not just from the youth choir, but from the Rainbow Harmony Project as a whole.
Yes, totally. Yeah, a lot of exciting repertoire at this concert. From the youth choir, we've got a variety of stuff from like pop to we've got a Burmese song, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And then we're doing a couple collabs with the big choir. Those are what I'm more involved with.
Sure.
Yeah, some folk music, some like freedom chants, that kind of thing. So
okay,
yeah.
Lots of variety in there too. Now, for those aspiring members who might be thinking, oh man, I really wish I could join the choir, but maybe I don't have the financial means with which to do so. I understand that part of the Rainbow Harmony Project's mission is to be accessible to those who may not be able to otherwise afford participation in something like this. Maybe you can speak a little bit to how the choir makes participation possible for prospective members.
Well, for the past 3 years for the youth choir, due to the generosity of grants and stuff, it has been free to join. So we have never had to charge at all for any of the youth to join. And I know that for the big choir that we also offer a reduced admission rate based on financial needs. So yeah, we definitely want it to be accessible, and we would love for the youth choir to remain free for next year. That's also part of our fundraising drive right now.
All right. And if people want to contribute to that fundraising drive, how can they do so?
Online on our website, you can definitely donate to Rainbow Harmony Project. That would be so appreciated to help keep the youth choir free.
That is rainbowharmonyproject.ca. That is the place to go to check out more details about how to donate, more details about the youth choir there as well, and about the upcoming concert on June the 8th. Caleb Rondeau, such a joy to have you back in our Classic 107 studios to talk about what the Rainbow Harmony Project is doing, and all the best for the next concert.
Thank you so much.